Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for this upload. So this is basically the part 2 of the first video. I recorded this video maybe an hour later, but I have it scheduled to be uploaded later on so that you guys can have time to watch the first part of the video. So in between these two videos, I got one more sale, which is basically Fernando Hierro. So that's around, I bought him at 684, so that's around 15 or 17k after tax. So I had around 2.5 mil at that time. So immediately as soon as I got the sale, I went ahead and bought a new card, which is once more just like St. Maximin. It's fresh, and that's Marcus Rashford at 1.55. I do regret a lot not to have invested into Rashford and Griezmann when they were below 1.5 mil. But that's okay. Even at 1.55, that's not such a bad deal. So let's get back into trading. I still have a few more points to discuss about. Now, I am getting a lot of questions through Twitter or even in the comment section about is this guy good? Is this guy that I bought? When should I sell him? So once again, I never recommend buying gold cards. If you guys have a look here, I can guarantee you that if you go ahead and invest into Neymar, let's say today, I guarantee you that tomorrow after lightning rounds, he will not be the same price. He will have gone lower. And that's just the way that it is. At this point in the game, there is no more need to invest into gold cards. Now, I do understand they tend to go higher and lower, and you guys can trade with the meta golds just as well as the special cards. But the risk there is just too big to my likings. Why invest in those cards that are in packs rather than investing into cards that are not in packs? So you guys are basically taking a huge risk. Instead of investing 680k on Neymar, have a look at his price tomorrow after lightning rounds. I guarantee you guys he will be at least 20 to maybe 30k cheaper. Because even though it's a tough card to pack, but when EA releases 50,000 Jumbo Rare Players packs, and an hour later they release 50,000 Ultimate packs, I do guarantee you guys that at least 50 to 100 Neymars are packed. During lightning rounds, you guys will see at least a lot of Neymars being listed. So why invest into those cards when you guys have out of packs special cards? Now, once again, I do want to go over the trading basics with you guys. The basics of trading are basically I look at a few things before trading, which I do want to share with you guys right here. So first, most important thing when you guys want to trade, I'm going to take as an example Haaland, but you guys can do that with any player. So have a look at all times at Haaland's price. Now, once a day, whenever you get time, it takes 20 minutes in one day to do so. Go ahead on the market, have a look at Haaland's price or any card that you guys are tracking, right? So you guys can see here Haaland 1739. Just put him in your transfer targets and forget about it, right? And do that with as many cards as you guys have time to look at. So if you guys have 20 minutes a day, it should be enough to look at maybe 10 player prices. And what happens there is that you guys will be aware of his price at all times. So if we have a look at Mo Salah, I just want to give you guys an example here, 700k. This is why when yesterday I was making the video and I saw him during the upload at 620, I just knew it was a good buy, and I just went ahead and bought him. The only reason why I flipped him so early was because I thought he may get into the squad number 2 of the foot birthday promo, and if this card comes out with a 5-star weak foot, then I do know it will be so expensive that this card may not drop, but it may disrupt his price or maybe his market. So I just didn't need to take that risk. I had around 30k profit after tax, so might as well just take it. Now, if you guys do that every day, you will be able to see as soon as you just search for Mo Salah, as soon as you see the card, you know if it's a good deal or if it's a bad deal. And then once again, you guys will be aware on which days he is cheapest and on which days he is most expensive. So what happens is that now you guys know during weekends you may see if there is no player that is in conflicts with Salah, meaning that, for example, there is no Hurricane Central card that just got released, for example, then this Salah should usually be around 680 to 700k at a minimum during weekend. So if on a Monday you see Salah dropping all the way down to 600 or 610, and trust me, it happens every single week that Mo Salah is around 620 during the week, then you guys know that this is buying time on Salah's card, and on the weekend you may be able to flip him for 30-40k profit. So this is the basic, this is the number one thing to do. If you guys don't do that, there is no way, it's basically impossible. Now, since I'm maxed out on transfer targets, if I see a deal I won't be able to buy, so I'll do that. But if you guys don't do this, and at the moment you have a lot of coins, let's say you just, so here's another lazy sale on an inform. They've been lazy selling a lot. If you guys have informs, just list them for lazy buyers. You guys are gonna make a lot of coins like that. So basically, if you guys don't do that, and let's say you just packed a million coin card, you sold them and now you want to trade, but if you don't know, if you're not tracking the prices, you will just go on the market, look for Mo Salah. For example, this is the guy you want to trade with. You see him at 700k being the only card on the market, you will go ahead and buy him. And trust me, you will just do it, because the next one will be a bit more expensive, and you're going to think that, let's say, there's only two on the market for 700, there's a few at 720 on the weekend, I'll be able to sell him at 750 or 760. Well, that's not going to happen, because the rise has already happened on this card, and now you're just basically chasing the card, and by chasing the card you will not make coins. So you should be aware of a player's price at all time. Now, without even looking, I'll give you guys some example of how I do it. Without even looking, I can tell you guys Atal is around 600k, and I'll be shocked if I'm wrong with that, because the reason being is that I track his price. I know, okay, so he has risen, but during the week he will always be around 570, sometimes even 560, depending on the panic. But you guys can see I was maybe wrong by maybe 10k because he went higher. But at all times, you guys should know the prices of the players. Now, if it's too much to handle for you guys, then just do something. Track the prices of 10 players. And remember their prices so well that only trade with those 10 players. And then at some point, when you see a player has, the demand has dropped on him, or there is a replacement card that is better than him, then just delete that player from your mind and go for another player. But just do it with maybe 10 players at a time, if that is too much to handle for you guys. If like tracking the prices of 20 players is too much, this is what I would advise. This is the best way of trading. I've been trading on this game like for a long time, and if I show you guys just by doing this, most of the time every weekend you guys will see, most of the time I have the same players that I'm trading with. It's Salah, it's Deco, Crespo, and those type of players, because I know their prices by heart. I know exactly at what price I should buy them, at what price I should sell them. So most of the time what will happen, I'll sell a player at 600k because I know he usually goes around 600 or maybe 610, and then an hour later or maybe a day later he will be at 630. But I don't really care about that, because I've already made my coins. And once again, next week on a Tuesday or on a Monday, whenever I see that opportunity, I'll buy him once again, and I'll once again make profit on that card. And I'll show you guys a quick example here. This is not a flex, this is just to show you guys an example. Only this week for flips I've made 1.5 mil in profit, and I still haven't sold Lucas Moura that I packed. I haven't sold Hernandez that I packed. So this is not inflated, this is real profit that I've made by trading. This month only begun, I think we are the second today, 622k. all time 41.7. If you guys remember very well, when I did that 2 million pack opening, it dropped me down to 32 mil. So that's around 9 mil since the buy one get one free promo, which I spent 2 million coins on. So around 9 mil profit in less than a month. So if you guys follow this advice, I am 100% sure that you guys will no longer need to ask me what card to buy. And once again, I do know, because I look at the analytics of the videos, a lot of people don't watch the full video. Now, I'm not telling you guys to watch the full video. If you guys want to watch it by skipping, then at least do that. Do not quit the video in the middle, because you guys will lose some sort of information that may be useful to you. And at the end, I always end up getting the same questions that the answers were on the video. So do try and do that as well. Another way of trading is by looking at a player's hourly. Now, let's say at the moment I just showed you guys. Now, we're going to take the same players for the example, because otherwise it's just going to be too complicated to explain. So at the moment, I showed you guys 700k on Mo Salah. Now, what happens? This guy listed at 697. Meanwhile, the 700k is already gone. So the next guy, let's say during an hour, there is a bit of panic on a player. Now, I don't have an explanation as to why and how this happens, but it just happens. It's something natural, right? Let's say one guy listed, the other guy just bought at 700. He's now changed his mind, or maybe he tried the player, he didn't like him, so he goes ahead and lists at 695. The other guy comes in 690. The other guy is just a crazy guy. Instead of 690, he puts a 10k undercut. Now even the buyer who's just sitting on the market, let's say I'm the buyer, I'm trying to buy Mo Salah. Now I'm looking at his card. I'm seeing 680 bid. I'm seeing 700. The guy is selling. I'm seeing massive undercuts. So I'm waiting, right? I'm telling myself that I don't need to play at the moment with Salah. If I buy him, I'm going to buy him at a good price. And then it creates that ripple effect that on an hourly, a player can drop even 50k. And at that time, you may go ahead and buy that card. And within a few hours, that card will rebound once again, because the demand is just so big on a player. And usually that happens when the live transfers, like for me, I don't know for you guys, but when my live transfers drop at around 2.5 mil, which is maybe a few hours from now, at that time I do see very good deals on the market, because there's less players on the market, there's less people trying to buy cards. And now you can see at 697, he's not selling. Another guy may come in at 685, and that card may not sell for 15 minutes. And when a third seller comes in, he sees 685, he puts it at 680. Now, if on a full listing, a full hour, he's not able to sell him, the next listing, he's going to undercut by even 20k just to get the coins, because we don't know. Maybe he's trying to sell this Salah to upgrade to another card, which he is just needing maybe 650k, so they may go ahead and list them for even cheaper. So this is another way of trading with the hour. Another way of trading is also by buying during panic. Now, if there is panic on the market, let's say tomorrow morning we may get some sort of a panic, which by the time this video comes out will be today, before content drop. So we may get some panic. During panic, people start listing cards because they want to get liquid for the promo. Maybe there's a card which is interesting to them, and they would like to buy him and not to look for coins. Then they would rather do it before the promo comes out. Now, during panic, there is no reason for, let's say, example, Salah to drop. Or forget Salah, let's take another example here. There is no reason for Haaland to drop. But the only reason he's dropping is because the overall market is dropping. So meanwhile, everybody looks at, let's say, they were looking at Griezmann for birthday, and he's dropping at the moment. So that guy now wants to buy Griezmann, so he's going to list his Haaland just to take those coins and to buy Griezmann. So this creates another sort of ripple effect of every card dropping in the game. And once again, this is the moment where you guys may buy and bet on that card to rebound. And 99% of the time, the card will rebound. It will definitely rebound. Now, I can bet you this guy selling Haaland right now, he's selling him for, I think, 20k undercut. This is to go buy maybe, yeah, 20K. This is to buy maybe Rashford, or obviously it's a foot birthday card, because if he's undercutting by 20K, there is a reason why. He could have taken his time and gotten maybe 20K more, but he's just impatient at the moment. He wants the coins to grab a foot birthday card. So this is another way that you guys can take advantage of the market and to trade. But most important, in order to do any of that, you guys should be aware at all time when to buy a card by knowing a card's price at all time. This is the most important thing to do. And by knowing Haaland's price, because I've been tracking his price, I can tell you guys this card is expensive even at 1.739. There will be a point this weekend. If you guys start tracking his price today, you will see that I'm right. There will be a time during the weekend where he will be below 1.7 mil. And I can guarantee you that. And during the week, you may see this card even at 1.65. So that is an expensive price. But a person that does not track his price, he will see that 20K undercut and he will try and invest in that card. So this is another way of trading. Now, since I've already explained that, I want to speak about two more things before I end the video. First and foremost, the most important thing in my eyes is during lightning rounds, which we will get this weekend for sure, take advantage of buying the high rated. Now, high rated I bought a few during rewards. I can tell you guys I bought Bonucci for 20K, about 19.5. At the moment, he's already higher. He's around 22. But during lightning rounds, if you just have a look on the market, you will be able to get him maybe at 20K. And if you are someone that really wants the best price, try and snipe him. By doing just this filter like this, for like 10 minutes, no, not even 10 minutes. During lightning rounds, it takes a few seconds. In a few seconds, you will see many cards popping in the market as people don't have transfer list space. Go ahead and buy the high rated. The reason being, we may see some good SBCs that will bring their prices higher. EA is really trying their best to get the players more expensive so that people spend during lightning rounds. And there is also the fact that during the second week, after the second team is announced, during the week when the promo will be towards the end, I really expect, and I'm very confident, we will see a guaranteed foot birthday SBC. At that time, the high rated will fly, even though if you guys are not interested into doing it, for example, well, I would really doubt that because anyone would want to do that. But even though if you're not, just sell those cards for huge profit if you're not interested into doing it. And if you guys want to do it and you guys make a club stock of high rated, then your SBC will become free just with the profit. So do make sure you guys buy high rated. This is almost a sure thing that you guys will make profit on it. And once again, if you guys have been opening your rewards and whatsoever, whether it's foot draft or whatever, even the packs back from SBCs, I do really think when that upgrade pack will expire in 3 days, we will see the 83 plus on the market. So if you guys are putting your rares in that 81 plus, which I think is better than even the 83 plus, just don't put your 82s. The 82s may rise in price when that SBC will come out, which is something which usually comes out every promo. And if it doesn't rise, you guys will be able, like, they will rise for sure, right? But if you guys want to sell them, then you guys will make a bit more profit. And once again, the 83 pluses will be very popular. A lot of people will try and pack players with that, untradeable foot birthday squad 2 players from it. So just make sure that if you submit rare players, do not submit 82 and above, submit 81 and below that. Another point which I wanted to make, and except that, everything else looks pretty good. If you guys want to know the outlook of the market, now this video is recorded right after the other one. I would expect, now I'm speaking as if we were Friday morning, so I would expect the market to panic a bit due to the second squad being released. But once again, if you guys do see panic on certain cards that you guys are sure that they're getting panicked. Let's say a 700k card has dropped 10k. This is not panic selling. A 700k card has dropped maybe by 30k, 40k because people want to get liquid. Do take advantage of buying this card. I'll give you guys another quick example there with Mo Salah. Let's say Mo Salah gets a FUT birthday card. Once again, this FUT birthday card will not be anywhere close to 700k. It will be 1.5. I would say if I had to predict the price, it would even be 2 mil or 2.5 mil. Very popular card. So once again, do not be scared to invest in the market. If you guys see panic, I will do so as well. But make sure do not go broke. Always keep some coins, as you guys will get some opportunities even later on. So do not go broke on them, but do invest. So if you guys enjoyed the content, if you guys have any questions, do let me know in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed the content, then do give it a thumbs up. It really does support the channel, and especially it gives me motivation to continue. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.